live. We are actually live. So please do share, 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 share. People need to definitely take in on this. So kindly connect your hands and mine as we welcome Apostle Andrew Johnson.
There we go. Good afternoon, everybody. It is a wonderful privilege to be here this day and given the opportunity to speak and share the heart and the mind of God concerning God's intent in the season and this time that we are fortunate to be alive in, knowing that so many has departed, and yet we have such a great opportunity ahead of us to pivot the new. So I want to thank Apostle Ezekiel and his beloved wife for extending the invitation to Mal and I, whom I have the privilege to travel with wherever we go. This is truly a pioneer in this generation, and now I understand why he was hidden for such a time. And I feel like the man, you see there, the ghost goes. I feel like the man who went on a discovery to find the pearl. And now that I have found him, I'm trading whatever I can to keep him in my life, because he's a rare gem and you don't find him easily. I've spoken to some people that I know in Johannesburg about him, and people say, "Who's that?" I have an accountability measure because I'm also the son of a bishop and a spiritual father who groomed me to become who I am. So I launched from a church called New Covenant Christian Church in Cape Town, where I was part and parcel of the pastoral corps, my wife and I, and we were launched from Cape Town to move to Plettenberg Bay, where we now fellowship, live, and we fellowship in Port Elizabeth with a church called Kingswood Global. And the Lord was fortunate with us to help us to get to where we are. So when you meet people like your apostle and this great family, then it humbles you, because Pathways has a way to find itself towards greatness. And I feel a bit intimidated because I actually want to speak the benediction after Pastor Gaylord came and just shut down the house. So I don't know whether you still want to listen to me. And
the subject already got us hooked.
But my wife shared a little bit after connecting with Prophetess Esther, your wife, Pastor Gaylord, and when my wife's heart knits, my heart knits. When my wife connects, my heart connects. Because if there's things that births forth prophetically, it's always birthed forth from a woman. And even though we as men want to be in denial, it was a woman that brought the message, "He has risen." And so I believe that when a woman connects, we have to connect. And so I know there's exploits coming because our mind is already running with ideas. So the success behind me is actually my wife. The way I dress is my wife. Where I go is my wife. The platforms I stand on, it's my wife. When she feels it, she says to me, go. God wants you there. And I believe that her level of crazy is much crazier than mine. Her level of faith is much crazier than mine. And Apostle, I have learned this, and maybe I can share it with you as well. I come to know that God is my father-in-law. I've come to know that. Because whenever I ask him things, I have to fast and I have to pray about it. I have to put sackcloth on me. And she will go and she will just say, God, we need this. And the next day he will answer. So I've learned to keep her happy, and the more I keep her happy, Daddy begins to love on me. So please, y'all, I want you just to clap for her. She's such a beautiful queen. I tell her it's such a blessing to be here. Thank you so much. You're doing an excellent job putting this thing together. And y'all coming out today says a lot. Because whatever you're willing to invest is what you're willing to draw from in your own life. If you're not willing to invest into it, you're not withdrawing from your life. Your life actually stands still. There's so much that Pastor Gaylord said that I will not visit again. So permit me just to share what's left of it. Break Up the Genius is a concept that gave birth while in the lockdown. I'm privileged and I'm truly honored by the Lord to be living in a particular place where you either hear God through the wind or the ocean or through the leaves. And at one particular time, while seated overlooking from where I live and looking at the ocean, my eye catched a very rare thing that's not afforded to anybody to see. And that is a cankerworm being metamorphosized in a chrysalis breaking out.